This is interesting. New York, Kamilla Peck, deputy sheriff, won a $400,000 settlement from Onondaga County after nearly 5 years of litigating the lawsuit accusing the county sheriff's department of racial discrimination and retaliation for complaining about it. Peck, who worked for the sheriff's department as a custody deputy from 2006 to 2023, sued the county in 2021 after twice being passed over for promotion to sergeant after her workers' comp claims caused by an on-the-job injury were denied. In her complaint, she says she was subjected to a hostile work environment and regularly faced racist remarks and offensive treatment during her tenure, including in 2018 when she transferred from jail duty to the community relations unit. At the time, Peck was told by her immediate supervisor, Sergeant Jonathan Sieber, that, quote, "The only reason we brought you into the unit is because you are Black," her lawsuit claims. Sieber later denied this allegation. Sieber regularly sent her emojis of Black hands and, along with Chief Catherine Trask, mocked her urban dialect, responding to her with quips such as, "Yeah, I'm going to do that," she claims. Sergeant Sieber and Deputy Kelly Sieber identified Peck on their phones with a photo of actress Octavia Spencer in her role as a maid in the film The Help, the lawsuit says, and marveled that it looks exactly like Kamilla. When she protested the comparison and asked them to remove the photo, Sergeant Sieber allegedly laughed and told Peck to relax. Get thick skin. Stop taking things so personal. Peck was in tears after seeing the photo. A fellow employee later testified. That reported by Syracuse.com. August 2019, Peck suffered an on-duty injury to her back when she tripped over a sandbag and fell on the sidewalk outside of the sheriff's office. She was subsequently subjected to defamation and mocking by coworkers who reviewed video footage of the incident and claimed she was faking her injury. That, according to the lawsuit. "I do recall there was laughter," a fellow deputy said in an affidavit. Her initial claim under the county's workers' compensation-like benefits program was initially approved, but denied a month later after a review noted that an independent medical examination had determined she had reached maximum medical improvement and had already returned full-time to work, according to court documents. Now, Peck also pointed to racial discrimination as the reason she was twice passed over for promotion to sergeant in favor of less qualified officers outside of protected classes, Black female, including in 2017 when white male officers, who she argued had the same civil service test scores and less time on the job than she did, got the promotion. In 2019, she tried again, and a Hispanic male and a white female, who both had lower civil service test scores and less time on the job, became sergeants. Peck, well, she remained a deputy. June 2020, Peck made complaints about the discriminatory and hostile work environment to Sergeant Sieber and Chief Trask, including disrespectful and belittling verbal treatment, which was followed by a mediation, including her union rep. She said she also mentioned the discriminatory conduct to Sheriff Eugene Conway and other supervisors during a forum on race held the same month at a local community college in response to the murder of George Floyd by Minneapolis police a month earlier, where she became emotional and even cried. Peck made a formal written complaint of discrimination June 22nd, 2020, and then was instructed to take a 5-day paid administrative leave. When she returned, she said her police vehicle was taken away from her. And soon thereafter, an internal affairs investigation was initiated over an alleged pattern of her leaving work 30 minutes early. You get what's going on here. If you're a person of color and you work for corporate America, you know what's going on here, right? You shouldn't have said anything. Now we got to soil you. She was not in the end disciplined for the alleged time infraction, but a supervisor's memorandum was put in her file. I'd write right back. I mean, respond in the file. You're going to show me my file. I get it. Peck claimed the investigation was instigated in bad faith. No such actions were taken against white coworkers who had not made claims of discrimination. After She made her discrimination complaints. Peck said most of her job duties were eliminated. She was given assignments never before issued to white officers in her position, including menial tasks such as inventorying items in the community relations office in basement. Her attorney, A.J. Bozeman, told Atlanta Black Star the injury eventually required Peck to undergo spinal fusion surgery. That was in 2023. Peck retired on medical disability paid by the state in December 2023, Bozeman said. This is not a unique story, sadly. This is one we've reported on before, this one in particular, but others. This is one of these things where it's not just Sergeant Sieber accused here. And again, there's a $400,000 settlement. There's got to be a number of people involved for this kind of environment to be sustained.
Oh yeah, I mean it's part of the company culture. It's part of how they go about getting through their day. And it had, excuse me, it had to be really, it had to be bad for her to actually win out this settlement because there's so many efforts always to push this type of stuff under the rug. But yeah, no, you're 100% right. This is part of the culture. This is how they go about things, and they were just bullying her. That's all they were doing.
Bullying. I love Octavia Spencer too, but I know what they were doing. What was that? The Help? Is that they had her as a maid in The Help? Yeah. So, and if I recall, I only saw bits and pieces of that movie, but didn't Octavia Spencer handle some fried chicken or something? And I wouldn't want to take a bite out of it, but you got smart with her, so you got what you got. There it is. And now she's $400 richer.
$400,000.
400,000. You're right. Richer. And hey, taxpayer pays again. I want these people away from the public. They should not be on the public's dime anymore. I'll give you the last word because we're pretty much out of time.
Yeah, I think this is definitely a good usage of taxpayer dollars when it comes to stuff like this because we got to hold these police departments accountable so that continue this type of stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm happy for her that she was able to make a payday like that. Hopefully, she invested well.